So normally I don't reply to bots. But just on the off chance that you're not, I'm going to reply to this comment. You can't read the whole thing, so I'm going to read it off my other screen. What happened to the Liberals' elbows up kind of turned into bend over, didn't it? Carney track record is horrible. He almost bankrupted England's economy. Even an interview at the WEF, he said bankers have no clue about politics, and yet he got voted in. I trust the man as far as I could throw them, and not even that far. So the only reason I'm going to reply to you is because this is the same talking points I keep hearing all over the Book of Face. And it's like every comment I see has these exact same talking points all crammed into the same response. So first of all, elbows up, seriously, you guys can stop. Elbows up was not about voting for the Liberals. Elbows up was about buying local, buying Canadian, supporting our own economy, and disassociating ourselves from the United States. Mark Carney is not stupid. The other day, Trump's tariffs were considered unconstitutional. I mean, we know he's going to appeal it. But if it holds, then all the tariffs that were paid must be paid back. You don't think Mark Carney knew that this case was in the courts? Why would Mark Carney rush to make a terrible deal with a narcissist who can't keep his word while waiting for a case that would throw out the whole thing? Do you see how much time and energy would be wasted by throwing our elbows into that fight? Instead, he's been putting his elbows up, trying to expand our trade negotiations with other countries than the US. Carney didn't bend over. He actually stood up and said, you know what? I'm not taking any more of your crap. We're moving on. So he's out making deals with other countries. Let's move on. You say Carney almost bankrupted England's economy. Let me guess. Who told you that? The National Post? This woman? Liz Truss? The woman who was Prime Minister for 49 days? The woman who flip-flopped her position based on what was convenient at the time? She campaigned to stay in the European Union, but then supported Brexit after the referendum came out? You know, supported Brexit after Mark Carney told her it was a really bad idea? A woman who is now trying to blame Mark Carney for the fact that she lost her job when half of her own party members forced her to resign? That Liz Truss? She's literally the one responsible for bringing Trump-style politics into England. But yeah, let's listen to her. Let's move on. As for the WEF, you people are getting real old with this. While I am not naive enough to think that external relationships do not occur outside of the WEF, what I can tell you is that anybody can sign up to be a member. It's also a non-profit organization. And if you go to their actual website and read the articles and the minutes from the meetings that they have, you would see that what they do is they study global economies. They encourage companies to come forward with ideas about climate change. They come forward with ideas on how to make employees happy. And the list of members is public on their website. You can see all of the donors, all of the people putting money in. It's transparent. It's right there. Just go to the website. Now, the IDU, on the other hand, is a private organization run by certain members. Members of what, you may ask? Right-wing parties across the globe. And who better to be the head of the IDU but good old Stephen Harper? You can go to their website and see who their members are. Pierre Poilievre and the Conservative Party of Canada, Benjamin Netanyahu, Peter Dutton from Australia, the Republican Party in the United States. You get the idea. Yeah, see, that group is private. And it literally said on their website that their goal was to help each other win elections in their countries. They don't care about climate change. They don't care about making society better. They care about helping each other win each other's elections. They literally post like, whose election is up next that we need to focus on. But no, that shouldn't scare anybody, right? Let's move on. You quoted him saying that bankers have no clue about politics. Good. My entire lifetime, all we have had in office in our government is politicians. How about we put the guy in charge who knows how to manage money for a bit and see what he can do? 'Cause whatever we've been doing hasn't been working. When you hear him say and ah at the podium, it's because he's free thinking everything he's saying. He didn't have to rehearse it like a script. He knows what he's talking about. You see Pierre Polyev all the time. He gives a great press conference. But when he's out in the public answering questions of real people, he, axe the tax, build the homes. He has no way of communicating with people. Mark Carney's not going to be right about everything, but he's at least the grown-up in the room. You say you'd trust the man as far as you can throw him? But yet you would have trusted Pierre Polyev with the notwithstanding clause to use to override the rights and freedoms of Canadians? God, you people are exhausting. Why do we gotta keep doing your research for you? Just because Pierre said it doesn't make it true. Just because the National Post said it doesn't make it true. Just because one article said it somewhere doesn't make it true. It's called fact-checking, people. Learn how to do it. Because the rest of us would like to move on and educate people on how to make this country a better place. We're getting real tired of doing your work for you. But again, you're welcome.